I hate even giving this man attention, but I feel like we need to say something as moms, as women, as people. Newsweek published an opinion article with the headline, Taylor Swift is not a good role model. This makes me want to gouge my eyeballs out. I hate it so much with every fiber in my body. I hate this man. I despise this man. I've never met this man. I just like the audacity. I'm going to read you some of these quotes
Mm.
from the article. At 34, Swift remains unmarried and childless, a fact that some might argue is irrelevant to her status as a role model. But I suggest it's crucial to consider what kind of example this sets for young girls. He then says, while Swift's musical talent and business acumen are certainly admirable, we must ask if her personal life choices are ones we want our sisters and daughters to emulate. He wrote about her high profile dating history, referring to it as a quote, revolving door of relationships. He further explained that Swift's relationship history, quote, raises questions about stability, commitment, and even love itself. And then he wrote, would any loving parent reading this want their daughter to date 12 different men in the span of just a few years? This is not an attack on Swift. It's a valid question that is worth asking. I'm sorry, that is fully an attack on Swift, and I hate you. Kindly please shut the F up and never write an article about Taylor Swift. Again, my blood is boiling. I want to hear your thoughts and then I'll share a few more of mine.
We're gonna have to get a fire extinguisher because
I'm
Katie's
so
on
mad.
fire. Boy, bye. This is giving 1950s. It is terrible. Also, let's point to the fact that this is a woman who has silently given millions of dollars away during this tour. She has donated money and time to food banks, to her truck drivers. She, gives time and space to her fans. Yes, actually, I would love for my daughters to grow up and be even a fraction of the human that Taylor Swift is. Let's not talk about her dating life or the fact she hasn't had children at 34. Like, this is 2024, sir. Like, women are having children well into their 30s, 40s, and 50s. Like, that's a thing. And she has had so much success. She has fueled and like fed herself, filled her own cup. She's done so much. I just think this person is so off base and so
Gross.
antiquated. It's really pretty gross. To focus in on her love life is just like not seeing the whole person. And it's really tragic. And I want to say it was clickbait. I want to say it's just some awful, because
Ugh,
who is like that in
this
this day and
man,
age?
this
Yeah.
man. And I really think Newsweek is also at fault for publishing
Yes.
such a disgusting opinion piece. Like they, I think, thought this would be clickbait, but for him, I really thought this is how he feels and thinks. And I
Sad.
just find it, like you said, so antiquated. This woman has lived out her dreams tenfold. And I feel like that is the best lesson that we can teach our young girls is to follow your dreams, like
Yeah.
follow your heart. And sure, she's had some ups and downs in the romance department, but that does not define her.
No.
We've all had that. And I just
Yeah.
think, where's the piece on Leo DiCaprio?
Mm.
Tracy Ellis Ross, Keanu Reeves, Oprah, Helen Mirren, Selena Gomez, Demi Lovato, Miley Cyrus, Allison Brie, Zach Efron, Seth Rogen, Zachary Levi, Jennifer Aniston. Like, I just feel like what a gross target to put on Taylor Swift just because she's unmarried and doesn't have children yet. Let me remind this man, I met my now husband at 34.
Right.
We got married a couple years later. I'm expecting our second child together. But even
Right.
if I wasn't, that doesn't make me a bad person. And he's essentially saying that she's not worthy of her success as a role and her status as a role model because she is not married and doesn't have children yet.
Right. It's saying
Ugh,
her
I want to
it's
puke.
saying it's essentially saying that her worth is defined by a man and by her ability to shack up. And that is gross.
Yeah.
It's just
We
so
it's
gross.
just so gross. We won't even give another moment to this man. I won't even,
No.
like, read his name out because I don't think it's, like, worthy of coming out of my mouth.
Mhm.
I am curious, the people that are watching this on social media, YouTube, TikTok, like, let us know your thoughts.
I do wanna say, we don't wanna spread hate. That's not our vibe.
No, but we also don't want people to feel like it's okay to write this type of trash about other people.
Right. Yes. So, were you as fired up as Katie? I think is what we wanna know.
That's a
Are
better way to
you
put
as
it.
revved up?
I was so revved up. I was so
So revved up.
like, ugh.